We're continuing lesson 8.1 about dimensional analysis. We're talking more about conversion factors right now, and which one will you use? So question 7 says, if I had 21 feet and wanted to convert to yards, which of the above conversion factors will I need? So let's first write the starting information as a fraction. So 21 feet is our starting information. There's no per there, so that one is going to be 21 feet over 1. And then our two conversion factors we had before were 3 feet over 1 yard, or 1 yard over 3 feet. Those were our two conversion factors that we made before. So in order to figure out which one we're going to need, we have to remember that with fractions, if you have the same thing on top in the numerator and on bottom in the denominator, then they cancel out, even if it's over a fraction, even over a multiplication. And so since we have feet in our numerator now, then in our conversion factors, we want to find the one that has feet on the bottom so that it will cancel out. So this is the one that has feet on the bottom. And so when I multiply this by 1 yard over 3 feet, so now because we have a feet on top and a feet on bottom, then those will cancel out. And notice I want yards, and yards is the only thing I have left. So that's a pretty good indication that we're on the right track. So now I just multiply top times top, which, well, 21 times 1 is just 21, and bottom times bottom, 1 times 3 is 3. My only unit left is yards. And so now remember that this is just a division, so I've got 7 yards as my answer. Okay, let's practice that again. If there are 12 eggs in the carton, what are the two conversion factors I can write? So 12 eggs is the same thing as 1 carton. So two conversion factors, my conversion factors are the fractions that equal 1. So I can either write this as 12 eggs over 1 carton, or I can write this with the carton on top, 1 carton over 12 eggs. So those are my two conversion factors I can write from that information. Let's use that now. In order to convert 4 cartons into number of eggs, what conversion factor will be used? So again, let's write our starting information. We have 4 cartons. There's no per there, so I'm going to rewrite that as 4 cartons over 1. So I want to now get rid of cartons and end up with eggs. And so I need to find, of my two conversion factors, I have cartons on top. Now I need cartons on bottom in order to cancel it out. And that would mean I would use this. So now when I multiply by 12 eggs over 1 carton, now notice that the carton on top will cancel out with the carton on bottom. So that is the conversion factor that I am going to need. Okay, in order to convert files per minute to files per hour, what conversion factor is needed? Well, if I'm doing, we have pers here, so I have files over minutes, and I want to convert to files over hours. So the thing that's changing here is minutes and hours. So I'm going to need a conversion factor that has to deal with minutes and hours. Well, I know that 60 minutes is the same as 1 hour. So the two conversion factors I could write are 60 minutes over 1 hour and 1 hour over 60 minutes. So now I've got to, 60 minutes. So now I've got to determine which of these two am I going to use. Notice that the thing I want to get rid of is minutes on the bottom. So in order to cancel, then I would need a minutes on top to be able to cancel. And so of these two, I am now looking at that conversion factor in order to change my files per minute to files per hour, because the minute on bottom will cancel out with the minute on top. And notice that we want hours on bottom in the answer, and we have hours on bottom there.